Aloha, namaste, and welcome to my Chi Gong class. I am going to see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. Good morning to you all, and happy Sunday. Today we are having a Sunday Chi Gong class. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Hopefully you've been practicing the moves in Chi Gong. If this is your first time, welcome to Chi Gong. If you've never done Chi Gong before I'll just give you a quick synopsis of Chi Gong. Chi Gong comes from two Chinese words that heralds back in the traditional Chinese, ancient Chinese history, at least of 2,000 years previous, more than 2,000 years. The writings in traditional Chinese medicine about Qi first came about. The Chi Gong exercises themselves were first pointed in history, have been traced back to at least 200 BC, and later on the Tai Chi Chuan movements of the long form of Tai Chi came about after that. So Qi is a word in Chinese that is translated in many ways. It's either it's a life energy, or life force, or breath. All of those things sort of encompass Qi, the idea of Qi. The idea in Chinese philosophy is that basically Qi is an energy which permeates everything in the universe. So the food we eat, the water, the plants and the rocks and the planets and the movement of the orbits of the planets all imbibe Qi, and our body itself is generated Qi, and so in our sedentary modern lifestyle of many bad things that we do nowadays, which is sedentary lifestyle, sitting for long periods of time, the types of food we eat, fast food, junk food, drugs, alcohol, these kinds of things cause a blockage of the Qi that moves through our body naturally. So Qi is naturally a nourishing energy force that moves through our body, and we receive through it, through the air, through food we eat, and everything like that. But because of whatever it might be, pollution or the use of drugs or eating of really unhealthy food, we get blockages within our body of Qi. So the Qi would move normally, but sometimes in areas it will become blocked and cause stagnation of energy, which causes disease and healthiness in general. So Gong means a practice or a series of movements. So Chi Gong is a practice, a study of subtle movements with the breath to help move the Qis or unblock the Qis that move through. Now, what we're going to do is we will continuously review a little bit. If you want to know more about some of the warm-ups I've done, go back into the Yoga Kirtan Hawai'i library and find a few of those couple first Chi Gong videos I did that have a lot of the warm-ups. But basically what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start with a warm-up, just a meditation warm-up. We'll put our feet together, and just, if you like, you can stand, or you can just sit cross-legged on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands, I'm just going to come in a little bit, and bring the webbing of our hands together like this. Now we're going to place our hands just below the belly button. This location in our body is a subtle location called the dantian. The dantian is a major energy source that helps move and regulate the Qi through the body. We're going to start our practice with mindfulness, intention and mindfulness. Qigong and Tai Chi Chuan, practicing these art forms, we learn to practice mindfulness. What exactly is mindfulness? We've heard this word and this term used a lot. It's being aware of what is in our mind and how we act, what we think about and how we act. In the ancient Vedic text of the Bhagavad Gita, it says that the mind can be the worst friend or the best enemy. Sorry, the worst enemy or the best friend. Got that backwards. And our ideal intention is to have the mind be under our control. We are not our mind. We are, in fact, spiritual in essence, in control of our mind and our body. But when the mind dictates what it wants to us and we follow, oftentimes, a lot of times, this actually results in problems. So in our day-to-day life, we carry so many things in our mind, a lot of worries, a lot of responsibilities, and a whole lot of really bad things. We do not need to, in being mindful, the practice of Qigong is a great way of becoming truly mindful, being aware of what goes in our mind, what we want to use as beneficial or helpful, and what is not helpful. So in this practice, we're going to start with just becoming centered in this posture. This is a starting position of Tai Chi forms and a lot of Qigong. We're going to take anything that's bothering us in our mind, we just put it aside for the moment, just become very centered on our breath, focusing on our breath, being aware of our breath. We can also take this moment to be aware of the energy that occupies the space of our body. If we notice any tension, any uncomfortableness in our body, just breathe and focus on those areas that feel uncomfortable or maybe tight. Send your breath through your body. Imagine a smile in those tight and uncomfortable places, just allowing a relaxing and releasing. Let's take a couple more breaths. Let's release our hands to our side. Inhale. Reach out, up, bring our hands together in a prayer. Exhale, bring our palms down to our heart center. And stop there. Set your intention for your practice. Place a slight smile on your face. We're going to start with a little bit of sounding using Gorunga breathing. If you haven't done this before, the mantra Gorunga. You can say that with me, Gorunga. And we're just going to do a little bit of sounding of this mantra. As we inhale, we will place the mantra Gorunga in our mind. And on the exhale, we will audibly say, Go. continue feeling that reverberation through our body. Inhale with the Chaturanga in our mind. Exhale. Gauranga. And just continue. Try 2 more times. Let's try 1 Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. Focus back on your breath. And let's just release our hands and let's begin. Okay, so we're going to just start with some shaking out, just shaking out. Find yourself in the morning, it's really you're tight, you know, you're groggy. Feel free to just get up and shake, shake, shake. We're going to try to help open up those chi areas that are blocked up. Feel like you're shaking sand all the way from the top of your head down through your body. Shake out your legs. Shake it out. Okay. Good. Let's do, now imagine that we have a ball, like a chi ball. And we're going to be playing basketball, pretending like we're bouncing with both of our hands. So we're going to have a little slight bend. I'm going to turn to the side here. A little slight bend in our knees. So we don't want to lock our knees. We want to just create the bounce like you're, I guess, bouncing on a little, what do they call those things? I'm trying to think what that's called. Trampoline. Yeah, a little trampoline or something. All right. One of my movements that one of my first teachers taught me, called Happy Chi. So you feel kind of happy when you do it. It goes both ways. Bounce the ball over on both sides. All right. Push out. Push out. All right, let's do a little forward push. Yeah. All right. And back. Good. And up over the head. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, now take your box and pretend like you're going to put it up on a shelf. Step up on your toes. Inhale. And we're just going to drop it down. Don't slam your knees. Just come down very softly. Good. All right. Okay, so we've done a couple of warm-ups. I just review them as we go along. We're going to do a little bit of the chi tapping. Feel free to just take a moment do the Mr. Miyagi hand rub. We're going to get that chi moving in our hands. There's a lot of meridian points in our hands. When you practice Qigong or Tai Chi for a while, you start to get, maybe you'll get a sensation in your hands, warmth or tingling. That's good because the Qi will come out of our hands and out of our feet as well. All right. Let's start with either light fists. We don't want to have any, not tight, but just light, or you can do flat palms. We're going to start at our feet, and we're going to tap. We're stimulating these meridians, or the gates in our body, to open, to allow the chi to move along. We're going to go along the outside of our legs, up along our hips. Now move towards the front where our dantian is. Now go inward thighs and down. Yeah. All right, back on our feet. Let's try the flat palms this time. You can do either one. It's okay. Stimulating. There. This feels pretty nice, like a little personal massage. Go along the inside and down. You can do that as many times as you like. This time we're going to go behind our legs. Okay? Now stop at the behind the knee, catch the knees. There's a little space there, the soft spot. And just kind of do a little push in and bend your knees. It's a major meridian point right there. Behind your knee. Okay, continue up, slap the buttocks. Around again and down the front. Good. And we'll do that one more time. Go around behind the legs. You don't have to turn. I'm just doing that. Go stop at the knee, behind the knees, and just do a little bend and push in. Up along the buttocks, and we'll go down again. Okay. Good. Once again, you can do that as many times as you like, or however you feel. Just shake that out real quickly. Okay, now we're going to do our arms. Same kind of thing, flat palm or a slight fist. We're going to tap along the outside of our arm, up along the shoulder, by the neck, and now open up our arm and go down. Yeah, there we go. And we'll repeat. And down. Okay, now we're going to inhale, hold that arm up, and we'll pat the lung area. These are meridians in the lung. You may find that you cough a little, stimulating the lungs, opening up those, we get more oxygen in there. Okay, and then we'll do the other side, outside of the arm, up over the shoulder. Open the arm up, go down. Hold the arm up, inhale, hold the breath in. And exhale. Good. All right, let's do a little, one more. Now, the kidneys are back here. We're going to take a slight fist, just do a little tapping around the kidneys. Keep a healthy, the chi moves through the kidneys. So you want to warm those up. It's good to take care of your kidneys. Drink lots of water after you practice. Okay, take the flat palm and just do a little massage back there. Good. Okay, let's just do a tap the chest. I'm going to add that one in. This is also very good. Help the heart. Okay, good. Now let's go to our face. Just rub your hands together. Let them give a face massage. Just rub your face muscles. It's good. Take care of wrinkles, you know. People really don't. They think, okay, I need to take care of my neck or my back, or they don't realize there's so many muscles in the face. So it's good to massage the face, go up over the head, like you're just putting a cap, and just go down the shoulders, up, down the front, like you're throwing it away. Good, let's try that again. Up the head again. Oh, and I forgot the ears, right? So we'll massage the face. Again, just go around, massage, push into those areas. I bet it feels good because I don't think we really think about that. Now take your ears. Yeah, pull the ears. A lot of meridians in the ears. You're like, wow, this is Chi Gong. It is Chi Gong. All right, now go up over the head and down. Good. All right, let's just take a light fist. We're going to do a little head knocking on our skull. Take care of our brain. Good. Okay, shake it out. Do a quick shake. All right, so that's one of our warm-ups. We also have done the one with the joints, so if you know that one, you can practice that too. If you don't know it, go back in the library and find it. I'll just keep reviewing these warm-ups every class. So we're just going to do a quick clearing of the different directions. Now, first of all, we want to start with activating our chi. So let's take a ball. We're going to pretend like I want you to imagine you're holding the ball. Now let's take our theme of mindfulness today. And when I say mindfulness is, where is my mind? Where is it going? What is it? What's in my mind? In the practice of Qigong, like in meditation, you want to place the mind on your practice, on your breath, on your movement. Any kind of thoughts that come into your mind about other things outside that, just put it aside. If you really want to come back to that, you can come back to it after practicing Qigong. Mindfulness is a cultivation of practicing, of training our mind to be able to be focused on the right things. So, let's hold our ball. Okay, I want you to just imagine the contours of this ball, this basketball that you're holding, the Chi ball. Okay? Now I'm going to talk a little bit about how you hold your body. So in Qigong, you want to make sure that everything is done very effortlessly and very relaxed. Okay? So in maybe some things we lifting weights or whatever, we're tensed. But in practicing of Qigong or Tai Chi, everything is relaxed. So imagine that it's almost like the body is like water. It's moving very freely, very loose, and very relaxed. And that takes mindfulness of being like, am I holding tension? Where am I holding tension? Can I relax it? Can I breathe it out? So let's imagine our ball. It's a very gentle ball. It's probably, you can think about it as like being made by rice paper or something. So you just have a little bit of pressure just to keep it in place. But not so much pressure that you're going to break it or, manifest tension in your body. So relax our body. Shoulders are dropped. The top of the skull is lifting. Slight smile on your face. Engaging our breath. Focus at this point in between the ball. Now on the inhale, we're going to expand, and you can visualize a white ball in your hand. And as we inhale, this ball will expand outward, like with our lungs. It's easier to close your eyes to visualize this, you can do that. On the exhale, it will contract and dim. Try it one more time. Inhale. Relax those shoulders. Exhale. Good. Now let's just turn the ball to the side. So now that our hands are facing, I guess the fingertips are facing the opposite walls, left and right. So now we're holding the ball from here. Now we don't want to create any tension on our shoulders. So shoulders are still relaxed. We're still holding our ball. Okay. This is a Chi Gong movement. I'm just going to demonstrate it real quickly. We're going to rotate. So I was here, right? I'm going to bring the ball over to the left, like just carrying it through space, like or through water. Here, when I've rotated to here, my neck is facing that way. So I don't want to keep, if I look this way, I'm looking at the camera. But we want to follow the ball with our head. Here we want to rotate, so it's like rotating the ball around. So that we flip the hands. And then we come around to the other side, rotate. We just continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So this is a little hard because sometimes you have to be able to also relax your arms, and then holding your hand up here may, in normal situations, can make it tired. You want to imagine when we do Chi Gong or Tai Chi, it's not an isolated thing with our body. Everything is moving together. So if you're holding this, we want to create the weight. The weight goes down here. So instead of like here, the weight is distributed here. So we want to ground all of our weight. You can practice by just doing this. Right? This is sort of like in yoga, the twin dragons, right? But you can practice by rotating and keeping your weight grounded here. So if I were to say, where is my weight distributed? It's 50-50. Everything is done down, straight down to the ground from here. Rotating, so there is no rotating up here. It's actually, everything's grounded and it's rotating. Then you can practice, if you want to practice just one hand at a time, you can do that. Let's come back to center. Anyway, we'll keep working on that one. Chi Gong is such a big, so many postures, so many movements, so many things to do. So we can keep working on it, perfecting it. So we're here with our holding of our Chi ball. Just to inhale, let's take the ball up. Keep the shoulders dropped, like you're going to place it on the shelf. And then exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale, just bring the palms together back to our heart center. Good. Let's just shake that out. Okay, so we just done some ways of activating the Chi. I've also talked about massaging our hand, where the meridians are. A lot of ways to get started and get your chi moving is, of course, to shake things out, to help clap, to stimulate the hand, do the pressure, and then just practice this breathing of getting the chi moving. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick warm up here of clearing all the directions. So what we're going to do is take our basin. If you've done this before, you know, just take the earth chi up. We're just going to continue all the way up. We won't go through every step today. Gather the heavenly chi from above. Come down. Continue all the way down. Fold forward. Gather the earthly chi from the ground. Inhale. It's a very long inhale. So once again, I've said that if for some reason you can't do that in one breath, just move a little quicker so you can match your breath. It's better to do it in one breath than in a couple breaths. Exhale down. Inhale, gather up. Your back is not so good. You can contract your buttocks as you come up, folding up. Up. Now fold out. There we go. We're going to fold out like we're holding the walls together, right? Now inhale, draw line. We're drawing a straight line back as if we're pulling something back, right? And then exhale, push out. Very gentle, very effortlessly. Now this is a movement in our arms, but we want to imagine that we are doing this with our whole body. Drop those shoulders. Center our weight. All right, exhale down. Inhale up, and we're going to push out. Inhale, draw the fingers this way, right? We exhale that way, we inhale back in. Integrate your breathing with your movements. Bring the mindfulness to your movements and your breath. Good. Now the last one, right? You're going to come down. Inhale, forward, moving forward a little bit, gathering the fingers together. I'll just show you that again. Like these little nippers here, up by your kidneys, okay? So we're in a forward like arch. And then what we're going to do, we're a little bit up on our toes, as if we're gathering and we're pulling up everything in here, and then we're exhale out. Inhale. Good. Okay, so we should practice those. You can play them back. We'll keep reviewing that. Shake out the legs. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ba Duan Jin, or the 8 pieces of brocade. Is a very famous and ancient Chi Gong set of 8 movements. We had talked a little bit about the first. I think we've gotten into the first 2. Right, there was lifting up the heavens. Right. And we have the archers, so we will review those a little bit. But let's just review from the beginning. We start in our classical Tai Chi starting position, the centering position. The weight is distributed evenly. Our feet are together. Everything is consolidated here. Now, when we release our hands, we distribute all the weight, which used to be 50% here, into our other leg, which in this case is my right leg, but I think it shows as my left leg here, this leg here. We distribute it. Bend that knee, create an emptiness. I'm going to move forward just a little bit so you can see that. So that there's a little bend. It's almost like all the weight is distributed down into, straight down into the knee, or into the leg, through the bottom of the foot, into the ground. As if you're planting roots into the ground, right? So there's an emptiness, and simultaneously there is a distribution of weight straight down into the leg. Okay? At that point, now we are anchored. We can step out, touching our toe to the mat and distributing our weight. Let's try that again. Bring our feet in evenly. Sink our weight into the other leg, while simultaneously emptying the other leg. Step out. Distribute the weight. Good. Now we're back at our horse stance. Knees are soft. Shoulders dropped. Head lifted. Good. Now, we're going to start with the inhale. We're just picking up our chi. Exhale. Down. That's our starting posture. Then we will, just like we were doing in the warm-up, we will take the water from the basin, right? Inhale, we're lifting on the inhale at our neck, or just above our heart chakra. We will interlace the fingers and turn them out. I'm going to step a little closer so you can see. We've been lifting, right? Then we're going to interlace that energy right there. Continuing on the inhale and up. Okay? Now here, our energy is completely straight. So we don't want to do, we're not in Qigong and Tai Chi, we're not doing separate things like, oh, I'm doing my shoulders. No, everything is going on at the same time. You want to, what is it? What's the word I was thinking of? Synthesize everything that's going on in your body. Look up at our fingers, and then we will bring our head forward. So we have gone up, so the neck goes forward, but simultaneously we are creating a lifting so that the spine in our neck is lifting. Simultaneously, our muscles in our face go up in a smile. So that looks like this. I'll move in slightly so we can see. All right, we've come in. We're looking up, and then we bring forward. So now we have this elongation, and then exhale. Let everything descend. You can feel that energy moving down as it comes down. And we inhale, and we continue. Good. So that's the first movement, lifting the heavens. Now we will review again. The second part is a little bit more intermediate. So we've come down from here, right? We now step our feet together. And as we've come down, we've come up, and we cross our hands. So now we're getting ready in an archer position. Eventually we're gonna be in this archer position. So we're getting into our inhale, drawing that energy, that chi up here. Simultaneously, now we look at our target. We're gonna turn our head. So we can just practice these in pieces. And I'm just gonna do this because there is variations on this. You can do a flat hand. You can do like an archer where you do 2 fingers, but this hand is the string. Right, so you're gonna be pulling back, right? All right, so we've come here. Inhale, cross the hands over, turn out. Now this hand is gonna go out this way. This is gonna go in, and we're gonna step out. This is a little bit of a balancing act. Now you can create that same kind of thing where you distribute your weight into this leg. So you can step out, empty this leg, step forward. Now, there's variations on this too. So if you find that it's hard to balance by putting your leg up too high, just step out easily that way. Okay? So we go out. I'll do both ways. We do the fingers, right? And step out and draw. And then distribute our weight. Now, okay, we'll review this again. Get back in the picture there. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to bring both hands out. Okay. And then step the foot together in, and we do another crossover. And we're looking the other way now. Sorry, stepping on my pants here. Hold on. Out, leg goes together and down. Okay, so we'll practice that. You can practice that. It is a thing that just takes some practice to doing. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. The basic idea, you can even start with just, you know, that kind of thing. So the breathing in this is inhale, right? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So, once again, we will continue to review that. You can take, actually, it is an eight pieces of brocade, so eventually it's good to just do the whole cycle. But you can, they are all individual Chi Gong movements, so feel free to just practice them separately if you can. Practice makes perfect, and consistency is also a good key. So, I'm just going to we've done we stepped out, come together, and then we cross down, okay? So the next movement of the 8 pieces of brocade is separating heaven and earth. Now this is another tricky movement, but we can take it in pieces. I'll just demonstrate first. We come down. So, separating heaven and earth, right here. There is a simultaneous elongation up this way, while there is a elongation downward, and vice versa. So it just, and we utilize the same concepts as we use in Tai Chi Chuan, of that emptying and distributing weight. So there is a lot of Qigong in Qigong movements, even though they're shorter movements. They use similar concepts in both Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong. And this is one of emptying, of distributing our weight, right? So you can even do that by putting your legs together and just taking turns by distributing weight into each leg. You get that feeling. And then more emptying on the other side. Okay, so while we simultaneously do that, so the weight pushing in here, emptying here, as if everything is emptying up this way, we're lifting it up. And then simultaneous distribution of the weight to the other leg. So the weight's down here now and emptying here. And then what we're going to do is while this hand is up and this hand is up, I'm just going to come in a little closer. We're lifting up on this way, we're pushing down from here. But this is also not something we're trying to do by our arm. We're doing it as if it's a connected, a unified movement. Simultaneous movements going the opposite directions, okay? So we're going down. So on. So I'm just giving you a little bit of the taste of that, separating heaven and earth, the third movement of Ba Duan Jin. Let me go ahead and show you how those three look together. Okay. Good. Let's just end with, and let's see, how much time we have? Oh, almost 9 o'clock. Okay. So why don't we sit down? Sit down. Feel free to sit down or lie down on your back. We'll just end with our Goranga Chi Gong meditation practice. If you are not familiar with this, just follow along and you can practice, go back in the library and review it. So we'll start with our hands, palms facing up. Center our intention, bringing our mindfulness to our Qigong practice. Inhale, raise the hands up to the heart. Exhale, Goranga. Inhale, again. Goranga. Third time. Inhale, pulling out. Turn our palms alongside our thighs. Exhale. Inhale, lift the ball up. Turn the palms up. Put the crown on your head. Exhale, lift the crown off. Exhale down, palms facing downward. Goranga. back up one more time. Inhale. Again. Third time. Inhale, pull out. Palms facing the thighs. Exhale. Goranga. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Goranga. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. Goranga. Inhale, reach out, embrace the sunlight. Exhale, palms together, down to the heart chakra. Silently give yourself a thank you for the time and effort that you put into your practice. And we will see you next time. Namaste. Thank you very much. And if you feel like you just want to lie down or relax, feel free to do so. You don't have to stop exactly when I stop. But pace it according to however you want to do it. You can take even sections of the class and practice it. So we'll see you next time. And until then, have a great day. Aloha.